So, fabulous scholars, when we last left off, Antipholus had decided that it's time to leave Ephesus. Everybody knows him. He doesn't know anybody. He's convinced that everybody living in Ephesus is a witch. So he sent Dromio to go and find out if there is a ship leaving Ephesus. And if there is, the two of them are getting on it and they're getting out of there. While he's waiting, he needs to get out of that house where Luciana and Adriana are, because Adriana keeps crying and saying, "Why don't you recognize me? I'm your wife. You're treating me terribly." He's not really married. And he wants to marry the sister, Luciana, only she's like, "You can't marry me. You're married to Adriana. Go away." So he's out kind of just wandering around the town, seeing the things that there are to see. And that's when Angelo, the goldsmith, enters. We met Angelo earlier in the play. He was with the other Antipholus when he was locked out of his own house. And he left to go make a necklace that Antipholus was going to give to a friend of his, but he was supposed to give it to his wife. It's already confusing there too. But he's finally finished the necklace. Isn't it pretty? The gold chain. So they're going to talk a lot about a chain. What they mean is a gold necklace. All right. So that's where this starts. Oops. So Angelo the goldsmith comes in, walks up to Antipholus and says, "Master Antipholus." "Aye, that's my name." Yes, that's me." "I know it well, sir. Lo, here is the chain. I thought to have taken you at the Porpentine. The chain unfinished made me stay this long. I know who you are, silly. Anyway, here's the necklace that you asked me to bring you at the Porpentine. It took me a little longer to finish it than I thought, so that's why I'm late." What is your will that I shall do with this?" What do you want me to do with this necklace?" "What please yourself, sir. I have made it for you." And so he gives it to Antipholus. "Made it for me, sir? I bespoke it not." "You made this necklace for me?" I didn't ask for a necklace." "Not once nor twice, but 20 times you have." "Oh, you kidder you. Yeah, it's not like you asked for it once or twice. You asked for this necklace like 20 times. Go home with it and please your wife withal. And soon at supper time I'll visit you and then receive my money for the chain." "Oh, you kidder. Now go home and give it to your wife. Don't make her angrier with you. And about supper time I'll stop by and then you can pay me for it." I pray you, sir, receive the money now, for fear you ne'er see chain nor money more." Perhaps I should just pay it for you, or pay for it now, because I might disappear and so might your necklace. Remember, he's planning to leave. And Angelo says, "You are a merry man, sir. Fare you well." "Oh, Antipholus, you are so funny." Because remember, he's good friends with, well, the other Antipholus. It's like, yeah, where would you go? "Fare you well" means bye. And he exits. Antipholus running away, silliness. And Antipholus looks at this beautiful necklace that he's been given, this gold necklace, and he says, "What I should think of this, I cannot tell. What on earth just happened here? I'm not quite sure. But this I think, there's no man is so vain that would refuse so fair an offered chain. I do know one thing. There's no one so foolish who would just say no to such a beautiful necklace. I see here man needs not live by shifts, when in the streets he meets such golden gifts. In Ephesus, you don't even have to work for a living. People just walk up to you and hand you valuable jewelry. That's not too bad. No, I'll to the mart, and there for Dromio stay. If any ship put out, then straight away. No, even then it's not worth it to stay. I'm going to go to the marketplace like I planned and wait for Dromio there. And if any ship is leaving, we're out of here." And so he takes the golden necklace and exits. And then Antonio comes back in. He's walking on his way back to his shop, but he meets a merchant, another person who sells things. And the merchant comes with a police officer. Use your imagination. All right. So this second merchant says to Angelo, you know, since Pentecost the sum is due, and since I have not much importuned you, nor had not, but that I am bound to Persia and want guilders for my voyage, therefore make present satisfaction, or I'll attach you by this officer. You know that you have owed me a big sum of money for quite some time, and I have not bothered you about the money that you owe me. And even now, I wouldn't bother you, except I'm about to go on a large journey and I need the money for my journey. Therefore, you'd better pay me the money you owe me, or I'm going to have this police officer arrest you. And Angelo is a little bit worried, but he says, even just the sum that I do owe to you is growing to me by Antipholus. As luck would have it, the exact same amount of money that I owe to you, Antipholus owes to me. And in the instant that I met with you, he had of me a chain. At 5 o'clock, I shall receive the money for the same. Pleaseth you walk with me down to his house, I will discharge my bond and thank you too. And you know what? He owes me the money for a necklace that I just gave to him. And at 5 o'clock, about supper time, I was going to go to his house and get the money. Why don't you just come with me, and then instead of paying me the money, Antipholus can pay you the money. Let's just go to his house right now. And the police officer notices something. He says, up. That laborer may you save. See where he comes. Oh, we don't have to do that. He's coming. And Antipholus walks in. Now, is this the Antipholus that got the necklace? Is this the Antipholus that wanted the necklace? And he's followed as always by, put him over here, Dromio. So Dromio and Antipholus, maybe we'll have them enter from this side. They enter in. They don't know about the necklace because he didn't give it to this Antipholus. And Antipholus comes in and he's giving some directions to Dromio, and he says, well, I go to the goldsmith's house. Go thou and buy a rope's end. That will I bestow among my wife and her confederates for locking me out of my doors by day. All right, I'm going to go see Angelo the goldsmith about my necklace because he has not given it to me yet. Dromio, you are going to go buy a little piece of worn out rope. I'm going to give that rope to my wife instead of the gold necklace she's expecting. That will teach her to play these tricks and lock me out of my own house. And Dromio salutes and says, I buy 1,000 pounds a year. I buy a rope. I will do whatever you tell me to do. If you want me to buy a lot of money or buy a rope, I'm going to go do it. And he dashes off to buy the rope. And then Antipholus notices Angelo the goldsmith. And so he walks up to Angelo and he says, a man is well holp up that trusts you. I'm a bit of a fool for trusting you. I promised your presence and the chain, but neither chain nor goldsmith came to me. You promised that you and the necklace would show up, and I got neither the necklace nor you. Belike you thought our love would last too long if it were chained together, and therefore came not. Perhaps you thought we're too close friends, and if you gave me the necklace, we'd be tied together somehow. He's joking a little bit. And Angelo thinks he's joking, but about something else. So Angelo's like, saving your merry humor, here's the note, how much your chain weighs to the utmost carat, the fineness of the gold and chargeful fashion, which doth amount to 3 odd ducats more than I stand debted to this gentleman. Oh, Antipholus, you are just so funny. I like that about you. Anyway, I wrote down how much your necklace costs. I wrote down how much the gold weighs that I used in it. And it just so happens that the money you owe me is just 3 ducats, 3 little gold coins more than I owe to this man right here. I pray you see him presently discharged, for he is bound to sea and stays but for it. So if you would please pay him the money you owe to me, because he needs to go to sea, he needs the money, and he's just waiting for the money, so let's move it along here. And Antipholus pats his pockets. He just doesn't have that money with him, and he says, I am not furnished with the present money. I don't have that much money with me right now. Besides, I have some business in the town. Besides, I have a few things I need to do. Good signor, take the stranger to my house, and with you take the chain, and bid my wife disperse the sum on the receipt thereof. Tell you what, you take this merchant stranger person here, and you go to my house with the necklace, and then you can show her how much money is owed, and when you give her the necklace, she'll give you the money. Perchance I will be there as soon as you, and if you hustle and I hustle, maybe we'll get there at about the same time. And Angelo's a little bit confused because he doesn't have the necklace. He says, then you will bring the chain to her yourself? So you're going to bring the necklace to your wife? And Antipholus says, no, bear it with you, lest I come not time enough. Oh, no, you should take the necklace with you in case I'm a little bit late. Well, sir, I will. Okay, sounds good. Have you the chain about you? Do you still have the necklace? And if I have not, sir, I hope you have, or else you may return without your money. Why do you think I have the necklace? If you don't have the necklace, you're not going to get your money. Nay, come, I pray you, sir, give me the chain. No, now's not the time for joking, just give me the necklace. Both wind and tide stays for this gentleman, and I, to blame, have held him here too long. This guy needs to get going. He can't hold back the wind and the waves that are going to push his boat out of the harbor. It's my fault that he's already had to wait for this money, so can you just give me the necklace or the money? We gotta move it along. And Antipholus gets angry. He thinks he's about to be have another trick played on him, and he says, good Lord, you use this dalliance to excuse your breach of promise to the Porpentine? Well, are you making jokes now so that I don't notice how late you were not coming to the Porpentine? I should have chid you for not bringing it, but like a shrew, you first began to brawl. I didn't even scold you for not showing up, and then you start to cause trouble by starting an argument with me. And the merchant's like, the hour steals on. I pray you, sir, dispatch. Guys, it's getting late. Can we hurry this up, please? And Angelo says, you hear how he importunes me? The chain. See, he means business. Just give me the necklace. Why, give it to my wife and fetch your money. I don't have the necklace. All you have to do is give it to my wife and you'll get your money. Come. You know I gave it you even now. Either send the chain or send me by some token. Stop it, Antipholus. You know I gave you the necklace just like 5 minutes ago. Either give it back or write a note to tell your wife that I have it, or that you have it. Fine. Now you run this humor out of breath. Come, where's the chain? I pray you let me see it. What are you talking about? Where is the necklace? I want to see it right now. He doesn't have the necklace. He doesn't have the necklace, but they each think the other one has the necklace. Are they going to figure it out? Is somebody going to be arrested? We'll find out next time. Bye, scholars.